All right, we're going to continue talking about character traits. And Last Stop on Market Street was a great book for that. CJ and Nana are both so cute. Let me explain to you before we get going on trying to find out the character traits for each of these characters what a soup kitchen is, because that's where they end up at the end of the story. A soup kitchen is a place where food is served. Sometimes it's soup, but not always. And people who can't afford a meal, maybe they're homeless people, can go there and get a free meal. So that's where Nana took CJ after church, was to go serve a meal at the soup kitchen. And evidently they do that every Sunday after church. They serve. And that's what God wants us to do. Okay, let's talk about CJ. Let's talk about his character traits. I'm sorry, the neighbor's dogs bark all the time. Let's talk about CJ. He's got character traits inside, the way he thinks and the way he feels, the things he says and the things that he does. And then, of course, he has character traits on the outside. Same thing for Nana. She has character traits on the inside and the outside. So let's start with little CJ, okay? He's quite a character. He's cute, okay? So on the outside, we know that he's a boy. I'm going to do the outside ones in green. On the outside, he's a boy, and he's black or brown. And what else? He has on a yellow shirt or a yellow sweater. Okay. He has black hair. There's lots of ways that we could be describing him, and he's always smiling. No matter what they're talking about, he is always smiling. Okay, now let's talk about the inside of CJ. Well, I think he's very curious because he's always asking his grandmother, how come we this? How come that? How come the other? How come we don't have this? So he feels a little bit sorry for himself because he says, how come we gotta stand in the rain? How come we gotta ride the bus? How come we don't got a car? How come we have to go here every week? So he feels a little sorry for himself. So we're going to say feels sorry. Okay? And you should be copying these down in your journal as well. Make sure at the top of your journal page that you write last stop on Market Street so we know which story you're doing, because we're going to do several of those this week. Then next week we'll do something a little bit different. Okay, he's curious. He feels sorry for himself. He's imaginative because when he's on the bus and the guy's playing his guitar, he closes his eyes just like the blind man said to do. And boy, he can see all sorts of things. He sees birds in the sky, he sees butterflies, he sees all sorts of things. So we're going to say that he's imaginative. And is he ever disrespectful to Nana? No, he's really not. He says, how come we got to do this and that and the other? But he's not disrespectful. So we're going to say that he's respectful. And what about happy? He does want things, and there's things he doesn't want to do. But is he unhappy about it? Does he seem unhappy in the story? No, I don't think so. I think he's happy. Okay, now let's move on to Nana. We don't have to have a whole lot of character traits. We don't have to have a big long list of words to describe our characters. Just a few main words really will do it for us. Okay, how about Nana? Well, on the outside, we know that she is a lady. know that she's wearing black, we'll say black dress. Hope I don't run out of room. She has gray hair. And she is a brown or a black lady herself. Okay. And we could describe she's got earrings and everything. Why is she all dressed up? Because she's been to church. That's right. Okay. We could say dressed up, fancy. Okay, but how about the inside of Nana? Well, Nana is positive all the time. Whenever CJ asks her, why don't we have this, why don't we have that? What does she say to him? Boy, what are you going to do with that? What are you even going to do with it? And when he says, man, it's dirty in this part of town, what does she say? Sometimes it's the dirtiest places that teach you how to see the beauty in things. Okay, so she's very positive. Positive means she has a good attitude. So we'll even say good attitude. What about faithful, as in God? I think she's probably faithful because evidently they go to church every Sunday. Faithful. I would have to say she's responsible. She's taken on the responsibility of taking CJ to church every Sunday. We don't know where his parents are, but she's got him, and he talks about, why do we always have to do this? Okay, so I would have to say she's responsible. Okay, but I would have to say her two best characteristics are that she's positive and she has a good attitude. And she works to make CJ see, she talks about the bus as a fire breather. You know, they don't need to get in a car. They're fixing to get into a real fire breather. Their bus breathes fire. Makes him, she tries to make CJ use his imagination and see how the things that they have and the things that they have to use are fantastic. And really they are. We should be thankful for every little thing we have. We're not here for people to serve us. We're here to serve other people. And this is a great story for that. Okay, so what I want you to do is copy this. You can make your own list of character traits. I want you to start being able to do that on your own. Really think about the story. If you have to, go back and listen to it again. And I want character traits for both Nana and for CJ. And you don't really have to write inside, outside, but I definitely want some inside character traits. How they think, how they feel, some of the things that they say and do. And I want you to write 3 to 5 sentences about one of them. You don't have to do both of them. You can choose CJ or you can choose Nana. And tell me about one of their character traits and tell me why from the story you feel that way about their character trait. For example, if you tell me that Nana is responsible because she takes CJ to church every Sunday, make sure you tell me because, okay, for whichever character trait you choose, whether you're talking about CJ or Nana, okay? All right, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.